Hey guys, heading a Spiker with another custom minifigure video today for you. Today is a very big one, very big spoilers here, so do not watch this video until you have seen the latest episode of The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 7. That's what we just watched today, that's what came out, that's what I'm making, so go watch the episode before you watch this. For those of you who have watched it, here you go. This, my friends, is Admiral Pellaeon. Now, I gotta talk about this guy. This guy, first of all, I had no idea he would ever appear in live action, so I'm still my mind is still blown from that. He was first created by Timothy Zahn, the beautiful, wonderful man who created Grand Admiral Thrawn in his very famous trilogy, the Heir to the Empire books. It's like a trilogy. It's Heir to the Empire, then it's Last Command is the third one, and there's another one in the middle that I forget the name of. But I read all three of them, the whole trilogy. It was very awesome, very fun, very long. But Pellaeon, this guy right here, is Thrawn's BFF. He works with Thrawn exclusively. Imagine if Thrawn is Palpatine, Pellaeon is Vader. Okay, that's how high up these guys were. And these books, the Heir to the Empire book, takes place after Episode 6. So essentially, Vader and Palpatine are already destroyed. The whole clone of Palpatine thing happens also, but we don't have to worry about that. We don't talk about that. I'm just talking legends right now, for those of you who can't follow. This is the old Star Wars canon, the old Star Wars legends back in the 90s and 80s. But Pellaeon was first created then, way back then, with Thrawn. And that's why it's so shocking that he's now real canon again in Mandalorian. So, that being said, how I built him is this. He's very simple. The hair, he has no hair, the hat and the torso here are from an Imperial Officer. This is the newer version that came out in, I believe, 2016. I think it came out in a battle pack. He was very common, very cheap. I like it because it has a really nice dark gray. Now, if you want to get nitpicky about the little badge emblem here, the little medals, I can even zoom in for you. These little medals here, I know that isn't exactly accurate. So if you want to get really accurate, you could use the original Imperial Officer that came out in a very old set around 2002 called The Final Duel Part 2. The Final Duel Part 1 set came with the Emperor and Darth Vader. And then the Final Duel Part 2 came with this Imperial Officer, a Stormtrooper, and Luke Skywalker in Episode 6. And this badge he has here, this medal, looks identical to what Pellaeon has in the TV show today. But what I don't like about it is I don't like how it's the old version, dark gray. And it looks kind of yellowed because it is old. It's a very old vintage figure. I'm lucky to even have in my collection. And the print is also kind of faded a little bit. And it wasn't that strong of a print to begin with, even when it was mint. That's why I just kind of like this other one more. Even though the badge isn't exactly accurate, I still really like it more. So you guys can choose whatever you want. The head is from J Jonah Jameson. From 2004, the Spider-Man 2 sets. You can also get him from a Nazi soldier from the Indiana Jones sets, the OG Indiana Jones sets from 2008. There's a few heads that look like this with a brown mustache, and they like a rebel soldier has the one with the brown mustache. You don't want the brown one, you want the gray one like this guy has. You want the gray one like J Jonah Jameson has. Now, if you don't have that original J Jonah Jameson, you could use the newer one from 2012. He has a nice gray mustache. You could also use the newest one from the UCS Daily Bugle set. Alternatively, you could also use Uncle Vernon from the Harry Potter set. I think this is not a bad option for his face. there's not a whole lot of figures, to be honest, that have gray mustaches, or really white mustaches. The only one that I can really think of would be Admiral Pellaeon, and he's in a polybag, and he's pretty expensive, he's pretty rare, and it's kind of cheap, I think, using a different admiral's head for another admiral. That's why I was like, I really don't want to do that, even though I have the figure and he's sealed. First of all, I wouldn't want to open him, and second of all, I don't like the idea of using an admiral for another admiral. I think that's cheap, so that's why I went with Jameson. Now, for the legs, I did give him some dual molded legs because they look just awesome. These are gray on top, black on bottom. You can get these off of Miles Morales, also other Imperial officers, and also other figures like Batman from 2016. A lot of characters have these legs. They're beautiful legs. I love them very much, and they really add to the figure. I gave him some black hands, like all Imperial officers have, and yeah, that's basically Pellaeon. Real quick, just to be nice, I will tell you how I built my Thrawn. This is the actual authentic figure. All I did was add some these Captain Pauldrons off of like the old classic Pirates themed ships that Lego made, and the legs are from the Sushi Chef from the Ninjago CMF series that came out a few years back, about 2018, I want to say. Yeah. I love these legs. These really add to it. So it's a very simple build for him as well, but it looks so good. It looks really movie accurate and TV show accurate and book accurate. So everything accurate about how Thrawn is and his outfit. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Please like and subscribe to this channel if you dig this. And alrighty then, head on a spike out.